Hello everyone, Dan keeping with Kune Physiology. More today is day 4 of simple heat acclimation. Little by little, day by day, in every single way. Gradual progression in every aspect of life, especially heat adaptation or heat acclimation, whatever you want to call it, however you want to look at it and perceive it. But the thing about it is, the more and more and more that we, even the small things that we do to acclimate to the different weather conditions, right now talking about heat, okay, the more it's going to benefit us. For instance, the other day, Monday, I literally was out pouring sweat non-stop for 4.5 hours. I was out longer than that, sweating shit, but the thing is, non-stop for 4.5 hours, I was pouring, I'm talking pouring sweat. Here's one thing to think about. As long as you're continuously sweating, that's a good thing. When you stop sweating and it's hot as hell out and you know you should be sweating, that's when you should be concerned. That means you either, number one, have lost a good portion or a majority of your electrolytes and or your fluids, including water. So you need to replace not only the water, your electrolytes as well, which remember is sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. You drink them damn so-called electrolyte drinks. There's only honestly a few out there that I would consider an electrolyte drink. If it has mainly sodium and a tiny bit of potassium and no calcium and magnesium, you can't call that an electrolyte drink. And you know which ones I'm talking about. They're the most popular ones out there. Another one as well, it's even less of an electrolyte drink. All they pretty much are is filled with sodium, a little bit of potassium, and sugar, and dyes, and colors, and all kinds of crap you don't need. Okay, my oldest son actually brought this one to me, and if it was me, I would revamp it just a little bit. I'm going to tell you the name. It's by a company called Santa Cruz or Santa Cruz Paleo. It's a very good electrolyte. Until I actually make my own, that is one of the best ones I've seen. There's others as well I can't think of off the top of my head, but if you really, really want to get out in the heat and you want to adapt a little bit faster, take some type of electrolyte drink that's going to have sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium in the proper ratios. One thing I will say about that electrolyte drink I mentioned, it probably has a little bit too much sodium just because of the average population gets way too much sodium as it is. However, in general, it is a good electrolyte drink. I would balance it out a little bit more if it was me, but it's definitely in the top, I would say, have to say in the top 3 to 5 out there out of all of them that are actually considered so-called electrolyte drinks, or the ones that are considered that I would consider official electrolyte drinks. If you want more in-depth on this, details about electrolyte drinks, details and things like that, please just ask me, comment down below. The thing about it is, gradual progression is what it's going to take. If you want to bump that up a little bit, take a good electrolyte drink. Like I said one more time, it's going to have sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium. That's going to help you keep hydrated so you can actually adapt to the heat a little bit faster without getting dehydrated. Now, does this mean that you don't need to still continue to drink fluids like water? No, that does not mean that. You still need to be drinking water. Avoid carbonated drinks because they actually flush electrolytes and necessary fluids like water out of your kidneys where they're supposed to stay in there to help regulate your electrolyte balance, okay? Alcohol, pop, obviously because it's carbonated, and yes, even tea and coffee is actually a diuretic, so it does flush the electrolytes out of your kidneys, not to the higher rate that carbonated drinks will. However, there are actually at least health benefits to coffee and tea. Just remember, the more tea and coffee you drink, you're going to want to increase your electrolytes and your overall fluids just a little bit more. They're not harmful. You just got to make sure that you do the proper things that are necessary things that you know you should be doing properly. So let's do these things. Let's embrace the heat and get out there and acclimate to the heat. Let's get stay motivated, believe in yourself, believe you can do it, and believe that you deserve it. Let's get out there, get your ass up, smash punch, kick that like button, just don't break it. Let's get out there and do something. Do more than what you did yesterday. Get your ass up today. Push yourself. Let's go.